What is up, everyone? Welcome to this reading vlog. My name's Elise if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back. But this one is finishing series that I am in the middle of because I don't even know how many I'm in the middle of right now, but I'll put that number right here, and that just makes me overwhelmed and a little bit stressed, like in the back of my mind. It feels like when you have a task that you need to complete but you just haven't, and it just roaming in the back of your mind. That's how all these series feel because I started them and did not finish them yet. Also probably just like on a cliffhanger and don't know how they wrap up or the hype. I just do not know it yet, and I just want to know it. I just need to know it. So this video is to make me feel better, to be honest, and feel more accomplished. Even if it's just one book closer, like that's gonna help. First book that we are reading in this video is Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. This is honestly a very highly anticipated read of mine as well because I read all the books last year and I ate up every single one. They're all 5-star reads for me, and this is the last one that I have not read yet, probably because she's a chunker. She's like 700 pages, y'all. This book is big. I'm eager to read it because I love this world, I love these people, and I'm just excited to see how it wraps up. So this is the first book that I'm reading in this video, and I am 306 pages into this book right now. So this is her. And then the second book that I sort of picked up, not really. I have picked it up before, but then I DNF'd it because the book was due and I just wasn't reading it, is Crown of Midnight. And this is the third one in the Throne of Glass series, and this is the third one because I read Assassin's Blade first, and I am only on page, like, I think I'm on page 17, and I've been actually saying I've been reading this for a month, but this is the second one that I want to read because I want to know the Throne of Glass lore and the hype of it. I have like the first two books, so they're not too bad. They're entertaining and they're really good. I'm excited to read this one. And then the last one that I think I'm gonna read is Twisted Games, and this is in the Twisted series. This is just the second book because I read the first one I think almost 2 years ago and I didn't love it, so I haven't really picked up the series, but everyone tells me that like the other books are so much better, and maybe my reading tastes have changed and maybe I'll like it more now. And I have it on my TBR and I want to get it off, and I have it on my Kindle too, so I just want to read it and see if I like it and like her writing again because I like her King of Sin series a lot. I've eaten up every single one. I love every single one of them, but the Twisted series, the first one wasn't a hit, but maybe the other ones will be a hit. We're gonna test that out and get one of the books off my TBR, and a lot of people keep telling me to read it, like a lot of my close friends. Guys, I'm literally only 26 pages in of Magnolia Parks and I'm literally crying. I'm literally crying again because of this book. This is actually insane. Oh my goodness, like this cannot be real. Book literally makes me laugh out loud. This is so funny. I'm on page 313 and I am cackling right now. Oh my god, my mouth actually also just dropped. What in the world? last night. Finally finished Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. Infinity, amazing, 20 out of 10, like favorite book ever, amazing, sad, emotional, cry like 5 times, laugh like 20 million times, smile like 80 times, thought about life like 900 times, and give it a 1,000,000-star rating. Favorite book of the series so far? Well, there's only 3 in the Magnolia Park series, so favorite book of that one. Ate it up. Now I'm officially reading the second book, or not the second, the third book to me in the Throne of Glass series, Crown of Midnight, because I read Assassin Blades first. So this is the next one, and I am not even that far in. I'm on chapter 3. Even though I did read this like a while ago, so I was farther, but I don't know what page I was on. Yep, and it's due Sunday, but I'm not gonna be home, so we'll see when I turn this in. Okay, I'm gonna read now. Hello you guys, I have an update on Crown of Midnight. I know I haven't talked much about this book just because I've been just reading it and just trying to, honestly it kind of feels like I'm just trying to get through the story because I heard the ending is really good, and this is my second time trying to read this book and I'm making my way through it, and I'm halfway through. I finally got to part 2, and can I just say, oh my goodness, that's like all I can say. And of course, like that's honestly all I have to say is oh my goodness, and of course I'm eating it up. It is good. There's not much for me to say though because this is like the third book or the second book, depends on the order that you're reading it, but the third book for me, so there's not much for me to say without like spoiling it, I guess you could say. The cover also looks different than the other cover I had because I had to return that copy because someone had it on hold and they had this copy available, so I got this one. And yeah, I'm over 50% the way through, barely, like maybe 51% of the way through, and I'm finally really enjoying it and getting into it and just binging it a little bit. Like today I think I read almost maybe 40 or 50 pages, which may not be a lot to you, but that's a lot for me because I haven't read that much in one, or not in one sitting, but in one day in a long time. It's getting good. I'm enjoying it even more now because things are happening, and that's my little update of Crown of Midnight. Hold the dang phone, what? Finally finished Crown of Midnight, and can I just say, oh my goodness, like jaw actually dropped for the ending. Did not expect that at all. Thankfully I've been trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible, and it's keeping me good. It's keeping me intrigued with the series. I've heard this is the best book though, so oh wait, no, I heard Queen of Shadows is the best book. I got a couple more to read. I do know this is some people's favorite, I think. I don't know, I just it was so good. I gave it 4 stars though, probably like 4.5, 4.75, just not 5 stars because the beginning took me a while to get through, but I don't know if that's because I just wasn't in the mood for it or what. Finally have finished this book. Since I finished that book, like I said, my third book for this video is reading Twisted Games, part of the Twisted series. I think I read Twisted Love in 2023, maybe 2024. No, it wasn't 2024. I think it was 2023. Yeah, it was 2023, and I didn't love it, but I just heard the series is really good. I might not like it, but I have it, so I at least want to read it, and if I don't like it, I'll donate it to a free little library like I did Twisted Love. But we're gonna try it, so I'm excited because I need something just lighter, easier for me to read than what I just picked up. I can't go into the next one yet. I want to, but I can't because it's just gonna be a lot for me, I think, because I just know the books get bigger and bigger as we go on. So I just want to read something easy right now. Next book we're picking up is Twisted Games. I like Okay, you guys, I have an update because things changed. I'm not reading Twisted Hate anymore because, or no, I'm not reading Twisted Games anymore because I was going on a trip and reading on my Kindle would have been easier than reading a physical book. Reading a physical book during the car ride because that would have like given me a headache or whatever. So I started reading on my Kindle and I'm reading Twisted Hate instead. So I'm reading the third book before the second book. I mean, I know they're like standalone series, but they like intertwine, whatever. They're all romance, so it doesn't spoil anything. I basically already know they always end up together pretty much. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'll read Twisted Games, obviously, but we're reading Twisted Hate. This one is an enemies to lovers type book with main girl character in the first book, Ava, her brother, and then her best friend as well. And low-key, I'm only like 40 pages in and it's like so obvious that it's like forced hate. This isn't I truly hate you type of vibe. This is I secretly like you, wanna F you type of vibe already, and it's only 40 pages in, or 40 pages in the Kindle, so. But whatever, it's gonna be an easy, quick read. I don't know. I haven't really gotten that far though, but we'll see. That's my little update though for this vid. So I read like 20 pages of Twisted Hate and everything, and y'all, you cannot call this an enemies to lovers story, okay? There is no enemies. They do not hate each other. You cannot convince me otherwise, okay? Also, I don't know if it's just not my reading style or what anymore, but I'm like cringing. I'm actually cringing. I like can't take it seriously. I can't take them seriously. I can't. Maybe because they're not actually enemies to lovers. They just are silly. Like they're just silly to me. I don't know. I'm gonna hopefully finish it though because I'm like kind of like when I'm reading it, it's like easy. So that's also why I like it. I don't really like it. Like it's just like not. But it's so weird because I flew through the King of Sin series by her, so I don't think it's her writing and I don't think it's her. It just has to be the series. So maybe it is her writing with this series because Twisted Love I did not like. But I think because that was like a dark romance, or I don't know, Grumpy versus Sunshine, I don't know. I'm a second chance lover and I have not really seen anything else that I really like in a romance besides they meet and then they fall in love. Maybe romance is just not my go-to genre anymore. It's so easy, so I think that's why I go to it. I don't know. Every time I read it, I didn't finish a chapter. It's like, bro, what? And then one of the chapters, she's like, if you told me 3 years ago or something like that I would make a truce with him, I would never. It's like, bro, before that you were just talking about his face. Like, you were just talking about his muscles or something. Like, let's be for real. If we're enemies, I ain't talking about your muscles or your face. Like, what? Hello everyone, I have not updated the reading vlog in a while because it's been taking me a while to read Twisted Hate and everything, but I'm on page 399 on the Kindle and that's like I'm on chapter 46, which is the main guy's point of view and that's Josh's point of view, and I was actually starting to like the story and the couple because they were getting past just the physical sense of things, and they were actually building their relationship. And like, that's not really a spoiler because come on, this is a romance. But I'm on chapter 46 and something was just revealed, and the main guy is not taking it well at all. And like, it's something that you wouldn't take well, I feel, or it would be hard to take. Like, I understand that, but what he is doing right now is actually making me mad. Like, why are you doing that? It's like you're using, I don't want to say using what, but like, and because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like, why are you doing it? I'm actually getting mad because it's disgusting, it's gross. If you don't feel it, then why are you doing it? That's your reaction, and you're being mean. You're honestly just being plain mean. That's how I feel right now. This guy is being mean, and I don't like it. Not mean in like a cute, flirty, LOL way. In a mean, like, you disgusting, grow up way. Okay, rant over. Maybe I need to read a couple more pages, but right now I'm just getting mad, okay? Alrighty guys, this reading vlog is officially finally done because I finally finished the books that I wanted to get through for this whole reading vlog. And I'm not even joking, this vlog was only supposed to last the month of, I think it was like May or June, or was it July? It was like July or something, but now it's like September. So this has been a long video, but it's officially done, and I wanted to do a review of all the books that I read because one of the books that I said that I was going to read in the first, or that I was going to read in the beginning of the video, I ended up not reading because it was just easier to read a book on my Kindle than the physical copy during that time period, but it was still a book that continued a series, so it worked. I just want to do a little recap and everything like that. To begin with, if you remember, the first book that I read was Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. This is the final book in the Magnolia Parks world, or not world, in the Magnolia Parks part of the world, because Daisy Hates, which is within this, also has more books to come. It's a chunker. This was a big girl. She was like, I don't even know how much, like 700 pages, so it's like a 700-page romance. That's a hefty big romance one, but I love this series and everything like that. I wouldn't have read this if I didn't love this series, or put that much time into this book if I didn't love this series, and I absolutely do. It's so entertaining, I think, because I love reality TV too, and this just felt like reality TV, and I was just reading it, to be honest. I loved every single second of it. So many good quotes, the wording, Jessa Hastings' writing, it's so good. I'm not saying it's like the writing is good because I don't know anything like that. The way things are written are just impeccable. I never read anything like that before. You were really just in this world with these characters. It feels like I'm hanging out with them. It really does. I feel like I know their minds. I feel like I know the characters. Just hanging out with the squad, the box. Just hanging out with them. The box set. I'm part of them, basically, it feels like. I loved how everything got tied up, and it does leave you a little bit on a cliffhanger, or just like questioning what happened with Daisy Hates and everything like that. So then when those books come out, then you're intrigued and ready for them. But that is all for Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. It's beyond a 5-star read for me. Infinity, one of my favorites. And then the next book that I do not own physically is Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, and that's part of the Throne of Glass series. That is the third book for me because I read Assassin's Blade first, but depends on your reading order, will depend on which book it is for you. It was really good. At the beginning, I remember reading it another time and I just like could not get into it, and it was kind of the same the second time around. That's kind of how it is with any kind of fantasy or type book like that for me. It takes me a little bit to get in, and then the ending, you know, is just crazy, and wow. I absolutely loved the ending to this book. It caught me by such surprise. My jaw was dropped. I did not expect it. And one of the reasons why I love fantasy is just how wide it is and how you never know what's gonna happen, and you can really take a story anyway. So it was really good. I loved the ending. I'm not gonna really talk much about this one because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just gonna say, if you're having a hard time reading it or getting into it, and maybe you're not, I was absolutely taken away by it. That one's good. The ending is amazing. Still gonna continue Throne of Glass series. Whenever I get to them is when I get to them. I gave Crown of Midnight 4 stars, and I think I've given all of the books around like 4 or 5, 3, something like that. Probably like 4 stars, I think. It's a good series. I understand the hype so far. I really do. And then the next book that I read was on my Kindle, and that was Twisted Hate by Anna Huang, and that one is actually the third one in the Twisted series. The second one is second one's Twisted Games, but I have the physical copy of that, but I didn't want to read it during my vacation because I didn't want to read a physical. I wanted to read just something on my Kindle and it's easier, so I started Twisted Hate instead, and so it still is continuing the series in my opinion, even though they are like standalones, interconnected. They are kind of, there is a reading order. I'm not gonna lie, I think enemies to lovers is actually not really a type of trope that I gravitate towards or like, because it's usually not where they hate each other and then they end up liking each other. I think I have yet to find a book where they actually hate each other and then love each other and does it well. And in this book, I could just tell, you can just tell that it's not actually hate, and it never was actually hate. And then the way things go about, and obviously it's a romance, so somehow they start getting together, and that was like kind of cute, and their little moments when it wasn't smutty was pretty good and cute here and there, especially when he changed one of his plans to go see her instead. That was really cute, I'm not gonna lie. I did laugh a couple times too, and some of their bickering was good, I'm not gonna lie. But there was a moment in the story towards the end, it's like the second act breakup or whatever it's called, or third act breakup, and the main male character, the way he reacted when he found out what the girl did made me actually lose my mind of how much I hate him. Made me lose my mind of how disgusting that is. You might be like, why is that so gross? Like, why is that so bad? And you know what? I'm gonna say why. If you don't want to know, I'm gonna do a spoiler right now. If you don't want to know why it was so gross, or maybe you agree with me of why it was so gross if you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't want to know, skip to this time. I'm gonna give you like a couple seconds to actually skip. You find out what happens, and then you have sex with her, and then in the middle of sex and towards the end of sex, you say, psych, I lied because she lied to you. Like, you literally, and then the way he had sex with her too was not nice. He was like using her, and then he discards her. Like, leave. You are a disgusting man. You are a disgusting man to me. I was just, literally when I was reading it, I was like so disgusted, and I didn't even like him after that. And honestly, when he came back, I was like, girl, say no. Don't take him back. Don't take him back. But it's a romance, whatever. Like, how, it's not even her fault at all. There's no her fault. Well, okay, yeah, she could have done some things differently, but she gave it all back and her ex was blackmailing her. Her ex was blackmailing her. I mean, she definitely should have gone and talked to him, like, obviously, but come on. You didn't have to have sex with her and then, like, discard her and in the middle of sex, like, be cruel. Like, he was cruel. That was absolutely cruel. Anyways, I gave that book, I think I honestly gave it 2 stars because I lost all like of the main character guy, but I could handle this reading a little bit more than I could handle Twisted Hate, I think. Or not Twisted Hate, Twisted Love. Maybe I do like kind of a dark romance. I don't even know if it is dark romance. I don't think it is dark romance, but I think the first one caught me so off guard with their smut scenes that I was really taken back, or you just skip it or whatever. That is the last book that I read during this reading vlog. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I'm proud of myself because I've gotten farther into series, or literally finished a series, or read books that I've been wanting to read, which have been several of these, or honestly has been all of them I've been wanting to read. I feel accomplished. I feel good. I'll see you guys next week in the next video, and I do plan on doing more reading vlogs and stuff. I just need to actually read. Thank you guys for watching.